Hey people, it's been a while, or it's been a little bit since I have streamed. It's been a little bit, driver's training stuff and, that kind of stuff. So coming at you with a game here today. Probably a good one, maybe. Brewers and Phillies. We're just going to see how that one plays out here tonight. Here this afternoon. Shoot, I forgot what I was gonna say. I am streaming the Red Sox game here today. I will be streaming that as well, and this game. If my computer cannot be, all right, almost ready. And there we go. Let me put the banner up thing, I guess. Let me get that up. And there we go. That is weird. I didn't set that color. Huh. Weird. I don't know why it changed to that color. Nope. Oh well. No banner, I guess, here for today. Or at least for today's stream. That's just weird. I don't know why. Let me try that. There we go. So that does something. Here. All right. We're just about set here for first pitch. Let me get the lineups. For the Milwaukee Brewers, batting first will be Christian Yelich. He's in left field. Contreras playing catching at second. He's the second in the lineup. Damas at short. Winker at the DH. Miller at first. Tapia at right field. Monasterio in third. Terang at second base. And Weimer is at center. For the Phillies, their lineup: Kyle Schwarber in left field. Trey Turner in shortstop. Nick Castellanos at right. Bryce Harper at the DH. JT Realmuto at catcher. Stott at second base. Bohm at third. Marsh at center. And Hall is at first. That is the lineup here for your Philadelphia Phillies. That'll be the lineups. If you're new, consider hitting that subscribe button, that like button. We're at 221 on the subscriber count. So we're getting close. All right. I don't know if there's any streams tomorrow because I'll have my written driver's test tomorrow. So I don't know if there will be streams tomorrow, maybe tomorrow night. But other than that, I don't think so. I don't think any streams will be happening that I know of. So I'm going to try to create a new banner. All right. Let me check. All right, we're just about to get underway soon. This thing is being a little irritating. There we go. All right. First pitch is outside. 1-0 the count here to Christian Yelich. And just like that, we are underway. Aaron Nola is on the mound here for the Brewers. Not the Brewers, the Phillies. My bad. The 1-0. Strike called. 1-1, bottom of the zone. Count is 1-1. 2 straight fastballs here to Christian Yelich. A little bit left here on the pitch clock. The 1-1. Ground ball right back to Nola. He's just going to throw over to first. And there is one down. So quickly one away here for Nola. That'll bring up Contreras, who will look at strike 1, 0-1, the count. Contreras batting .272 here for the year. I think this is like my third or fourth Brewers stream. Inside 1-1. I think this is my third. This is my first time streaming the Phillies. Ball's low, 2-1. First time streaming the Phillies. Last time I streamed the Brewers, I believe it was Brewers and Twins, where the Twins would win that game. Counts 2-1 here to Contreras. Batting .272. 2-1, fouled off 2-2. So he's seen a lot of off-speed pitches here. Contreras has. 2-2 on the way. He struck him out. He went to the changeup for a strikeout here for Nola. 2 down. That brings up Adames. Batting .212 for the year. First pitch, foul tipped, but held on by Real Muto in the count 0-1 to Adames. A little hot in Philadelphia right now. I was saying it's 89 degrees. That's a little hot, but there is a wind blowing in towards right field. Swung on a missed 0-2. It's coming in from left field, and it's blowing towards right, so any left-handers will probably have a good day today. Adames does use his timeout. One vote in the poll, saying just hoping for a good game. I'm hoping for a good game here today. The 0-2, foul ball. Oops. Winker on deck if Adames can get on. .02, high, and the count's 1-2. Right now, the Phillies are 51-42. They're third in their division, while the Brewers lead their division, while the NL Central is crap. 1-2, another foul ball. This is the first time these two teams will play each other. 1-2. Swung on a missed. Struck him out. Bottom changeup. It's the second time Nola has struck out. Second strikeout here for Nola, both on that changeup. I don't know what that means. Unless I'm being an idiot right now, I don't know what that means. Is that the betting type thing? Unless I'm being a fool. Why do I think I know what that means? But it's clicking in my mind right now. I think I knew what that means. Oh, it's no run first inning. Gotcha. That's what it is. I forgot. Sorry. My bad. Brain fart. Probably. I would assume so. Let's see. I mean, I could say so, yeah. Probably. For the Phillies, it'll be Schwarber, Turner, and Castellanos. Terhan will be the starter. Who are for your Phillies? I mean, for your Brewers. I'm getting mixed up. It's been one of those days. All right. All right, Schwarber will dig into the box. All right. Terhan is set. First pitch to Schwarber. That's a high fly ball. Left center field. That ball is out of here. First pitch. Kyle Schwarber. So, first pitch home run here for Kyle Schwarber. 1-0 Phillies. I see your thing right there. Who do I support in the MLB? I support the Red Sox. I support my Boston Red Sox. Gotta support the Red Sox. Strike called 0-1 here to Justin Turner. Just showed another replay. Let me see how far that pitch. Not too far, 386 feet. That traveled off the bat, however. Inside 1-1. Now that traveled off the bat. 105 miles an hour off the bat. Outside 2-1. Yes, Red Sox is a great team. They are a great team. I like cheering them on. I'm streaming them tonight, so I am streaming them tonight. That'll be at 9:35. Swung on a miss, 2-2. But the game doesn't start till 9:40. The 2-2 pitch here to Turner. That's hit out towards right. Tapia will be there to make the catch. That's out number 1. Brings up Castellanos to the plate. Castellanos hitting 291 here for the year. Ball low, 1-0. I mean, he is a pretty good player. He's a really good hitter. Here for the Phillies. 1-0. Whoa, they call that a strike. Called a strike, 1-1. Was a little low. A little low, but all right. Showing all off-speed pitches here in the at-bat. 1-1 pitch here to Castellanos. Will be low, 2-1. The Brewers are 52-42 here for the year. They currently lead their division. I don't know by how much. I believe they're the Reds are close in that division, but I don't know. 2-1, fouled off, 2-2. I'm gonna check the standings. Because I know the Brewers lead in their division, but I don't know by how much. Whoops. Two here to Castellanos. That's hit out towards center fielder Weimer. And he's going to haul it in and make the catch. Yeah, the Brewers lead 2.5 games over the Reds in that division. That brings up the DH Bryce Harper. And he's hitting above 300. Well, right at 300. This dude's unbelievable. And I think, well, he's just good. First pitch here to Bryce Harper. A ground ball towards second base. Drang is there. He's going to throw over to first. And that'll end the inning. But first pitch home run there by Kyle Schwarber. His 26th of this season. We head to the top half of the second. 1-0 Phillies. All right. Much. Hoping Terhan gets over 3.5 strikeouts. Well, I think he might do that. I think the last game I streamed when Terhan was on the mound, I think he got like 6. And that was against the A's. So I don't know how he'll do against this Phillies lineup. But I think he could do it. I think he probably can do it. All right. All right. There we go. I had to restore the old banner. All right. Nola back on the mound. Winker in the box here for the Brewers. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. He's shown that fastball quite a bit in the last inning. And then he struck out Contreras and Adames on that changeup. 0-1. That ball's low. 1-1. 1-1 will be fouled off. Count 1-2. Fastball, curveball, and fastball in the at-bat. Think he might go on an off-speed pitch. If he goes to the changeup, he's probably going to get a strikeout. 1-2. That's a ground ball towards first. Hall's going to throw over to Nola covering the bag, and that's out number 1. So he went back to the curveball, gets the first out of the inning, and that brings up Miller. Strike call to Miller, 0-1. So Nola has 2 strikeouts. See your comment there. I'm assuming you mean to say Shohei Ohtani, the best MLB player at the moment. Right now, I think he is, but he's just on a bad team. He's just on a bad team right now. The 0-1 that's hit out towards center field. Marsh coming in, he'll make the catch. 2 down in the inning. Tapia will dig in. First pitch is a ball outside 1-0. And outside 2-0. So Tapia is ahead in the count, 2-0. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball towards shortstop. Turner is there. He's going to throw over to first. And they get Tapia. Boy, he's quick. Tapia's fast. Head to the bottom of the second. Still 1-0 Phillies. Oh, Harry 1420. Believe this is the first time I've seen your name in the chat saying cute dog. Why, thank you. Yes, I like my dog. Like my dog. Whoops. There. There we go. I had it on the wrong setting. Hey, what are you doing there? Just a second. All right. It was... No, it wasn't the dog pooping. No, it wasn't. It was a cat was fighting up there with another cat on my bed. You can't see them. I don't think you can see them right now, but they're at the back of the bed. So I'm like, okay, enough. It was a bigger cat gaining on the smaller cat. Like, oh no, I'm not doing that. Usually don't fight, so they usually don't. I mean, they may claw at each other, but it was getting a little. Probably you couldn't hear it, but like, wah. I'm like, okay, no, not doing that. Not doing that today. Nice cats, though. First pitch for Realmuto is a strike 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, and that'll be a foul ball, 0-2. So Joshua hoping for Tarahan here to get over 3.5 strikeouts. Ball's outside 1-2. He's hoping for that many strikeouts. I don't do that stuff, betting stuff, because number one, I can't. Number two, I just wouldn't care. 1-2, low 2-2. Thought Realmuto would go for it, and the count will be 2-2. All off-speed pitches here in the at-bat. Outside 3-2. Realmuto hitting 246. Three-two pitch, and that'll be outside ball 4. Realmuto draws a leadoff walk here in the inning. How many strikeouts does Tarahan have right now? 0. Usually Tarahan goes about 5 innings. Typically, 6 innings. He usually gets about, I think, 5 strikeouts. I don't watch the Brewers much, so I don't know how much Tarahan gets as many strikeouts, but I pretty much, he might get 5 or 6. Stott will dig in, batting 303. First pitch is a strike, 0-1, bottom of the zone. Let me check. Yeah, he's not a strikeout thrower much. Let's see. His last start, he got 7 strikeouts. That was July 3rd against the Cubs. The 0-1 pitch here to Stott. That's a base hit towards center field. Realmuto is already running at the moment. He's going to go to third base. Stott is into second and in there with a double. So the Phillies have runners at second and third, and that brings up Alec Bohm. Strike called 0-1 here to Alec Bohm. Phillies already lead 1-0. Here in the bottom of the second inning. A walk and a double so far, given up. Here's the 0-1. That's a ground ball towards second base. Terang thought about going to third, but he's just going to get the easy out at first. Bohm drives in a run. Realmuto will score, and it's 2-0 Philadelphia. That brings up Brandon Marsh. Depressed Mr. Met saying hello. Don't think I've seen your name in the chat before. First pitch here to Marsh is a ground ball towards short. Adames, he's just going to throw it to first, and there are 2 down. Oh, gotcha. Nice new name. Named yourself differently, so now you're Depressed Mr. Met. Okay. I don't know about Mr. Met. I don't know if he's depressed or if he's not. Strike called 0-1. Hey, I've seen Mr. Met flip off somebody, so I love that. I love that picture. It's kind of funny. I think Mr. Met is probably as depressed right now. Foul ball 0-2. I mean, if I was a mascot, I'd be depressed right now if my team was like spent all this money and they're like what, about below 500 right now by like 6 games. Ball low 1-2. Fits with the team this year. It does. And I actually thought the Mets would probably be in second place in the division this year. Like, not joking. I legit had the Mets. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 games below the Braves for the division this year. That ball's in the dirt, 2-2. Sorry, sunlight. The 2-2. Hall will lay off 3-2. I didn't even know he was in the U.S. to be honest. I don't pay attention to soccer much. I don't pay attention to soccer like at all. So, I mean, a little, but I didn't expect. But I don't catch up. But I am a little surprised now that you say that. 3 balls and 2 strike count. Pitch. Strike 3 called. First strikeout here for Tarahan. Cat's messing around by the drapes. So I can see the reflection. Or curtains. So we go to the top of the third. It is now 2-0 Phillies. 3 more strikeouts. For the Phillies, it'll be Monasterio, Terang, and Weimer. Met strike again, or depressed Mr. Met, whatever you want to call him. I still refer to him as Met strike again. Don't be surprised if somehow they go on another winning streak because this team is really good, but I don't know what happened. Hey, weren't they on that like 6-game winning streak just before the All-Star break? Yeah, they were on that like 6-game winning streak or 7. I can't remember. Yeah, I think it was 6. And then they've just been flat. The funniest thing about the Mets this year, or at least was that game against the Dodgers just like a day ago. That was hilarious. Like that infield pop up. Like, who was it? Beatty. And it hit off his face. Like he dove for it, hit off his face, and it allowed Muncy to score. That was hilarious. That was hilarious, by the way. I remember watching that, like, how did you miss that? It was so funny. They're going to go on a run when it's too late. How far are they out of a wild card spot? They shouldn't be. Well, they might be like 4 or 5 games out of a wild card spot. I don't know. I know the Red Sox are like 3 games out of a wild card spot. Strike called 0-1 here to Monasterio to start off the inning. Monasterio is playing third base here for the Brewers. The 0-1 went for a knuckle curve, but he went. It counts 0-2. I'm thinking Nola might get 6 strikeouts here today. I'm thinking he might. The 0-2. That's hit out towards left. Schwarber. He will be there to make the catch. Let's see. They're 8.5 out of a wild card spot. Oh, they're not going to make the playoffs. Well, there's a slim chance. What happened to Baez? He's on Detroit, and he is not the greatest. White Sox are the definition of a failed rebuild. They are. Fouled off by Terang 0-1. Baez, he swings and misses at a pitch outside of the zone. He'll swing at a pitch in the other batter's box. He'll swing at a pitch way outside. Swung on a missed 1-2. I missed the last pitch. It was a ball outside. Surprised he didn't go for that changeup. They usually go for the changeup, but not as much after the first inning. Nola has been dominant today. Counts 1-2 here to Terang. Here's the first pitch. In the 1-2 pitch that's hit out towards the left. Second straight time they flew out to Kyle Schwarber. There's 2 down. Brings up Weimer. Ball high, 1-1, 1-0. He was. Oh my God. If we signed him, I would have been mad. Well, we really didn't sign him because we had Kike Hernandez and Xander Bogaerts when he was a free agent. How we feel if we signed him? Well, where would we put him, for one? I mean, Trevor Story's going to come back, and Mondesi might come back this year. So where would we put him? I missed a foul ball, or would have been. I just looked at I glanced at the ESPN tab. Counts 1-1, inside 2-1. I'd be kind of mad if we signed him because, number one, where we put him. We already have Kike at shortstop, typically. Swung on a miss 2-2. But where would we put Baez? Honestly. From what I know, he only plays 2 positions. It's either shortstop or second base, but we already have those 2 positions pretty much locked down. 2-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, struck him out. Third strikeout for Nola. And that ends the inning. We head to the bottom of the third. Still 2-0 Phillies. I forgot he was on the Mets, to be honest with you. I honestly forgot he was on the Mets. He added 290 or something like that. I didn't know, literally I forgot he was on the Mets for forever. Because I forgot he got traded to the Mets. And you guys still didn't make the playoffs with Baez. Which is kind of sad. That team should make the playoffs more times than they did. You got Pete Alonso, you got Verlander, you got Scherzer, you got... Who else do you got? You got Alonso. Alvarez has been good from what I've heard. I mean, I don't watch a lot of Mets games. Hold on, I'm answering something. All right. Yeah, the Phillies are back. They struggled for most of the year, but now they've been on a good winning streak. I know they had that 13-game winning streak on the road. That was insane. How far? I'm just going to check the wild card standings just for a little bit. I think the Red Sox will get the last wild card spot for the year. Ronnie Mauricio was supposed to be called up. He's our top prospect. Oh, okay. Let me check at least the wild card spot. I'm just going to see where the Red Sox are. Last time I checked, before the All-Star break, they were 2 games out of a spot. Oh, they're 1.5 out. So they're right behind the Astros, who have the last wild card spot. So, all right. Kyle Schwarber digs in. He hit the first pitch he saw out of the park. His last time up, outside 1-0. Well, it wasn't out. It wasn't hit really far. It was only 386 feet, but it traveled real quick. Low 2-0. Yeah, it traveled quick. 2-0 will be fouled off. 2-1. Right down the middle of the plate, and you didn't hit it out. That was the greatest playoff game I think I've ever watched. Not because, mostly because we destroyed the Yankees, but it was a good game. Fouled off 2-2. And especially with Kyle Schwarber hitting like an absolute moonshot off of Garrett Cole. That was the greatest thing I loved to see. Like, he killed that baseball. And Xander hitting a 2-run homer. I can't remember what else. I remember, like, Bogarts threw out Judge at home. That was, like, the turning point of the game. 2-2, that's hit out towards right field. Tapia is going to be there, and he'll make the catch. 1 away. Like, when we threw Judge out at home, that was, like, the big part of the game. That was, like, middle of the 6th, I think it was. That was the turning point of that game. Turner will dig in. Former Dodger, I believe, before this year. Swings and misses at a cutter outside. 0-1. I love seeing the Yankees destroyed, especially when they got swept in the ALCS. Didn't everybody like that? But also at the same time as the Astros. So, fouled off 0-2. Who are the Mets playing today, by the way? Oh, he's happy. The Mets lead 1-0 in the first 2 batters of the game. I wonder who they're playing. The 0-2, that's hit out towards center field. That's back. And it gets away from Weimer. Turner turns from second. He's on his way to third. And he's going to be in there with a triple. Trey Turner with a triple. That's his 3rd triple of the year. And the Phillies fans love it. They're happy. Brings up Castellanos, who's 0-for-1. He flew out in the first. As he fouls off the first pitch, he sees 0-1. Oh, the White Sox. That's why. If you guys lose to the White Sox, I'm going to literally laugh. To be fair, we did lose 2 out of 3 to the White Sox. The Red Sox did, so I can't say much. But when the Mets score first, they are 27-11. Wow, I didn't know that. Fouled off 0-2. I don't look at that statistic. I just see if we win or not. I know yesterday Nick Pivetta set the most strikeouts in relief by a Red Sox in Red Sox history with 13 last night. And we almost threw a no-hitter, too. We almost got a no-hitter. They had one hit. I can't remember. I think it was Noda who had the base hit. The 0-2. That's a ground ball. Threw for a base hit. Just through the infield. Castellanos with an RBI single, and it's 3-0 Phillies here in the third inning. And here comes the superhuman himself, Bryce Harper. For Castellanos, that was his 56th run driven in. Fouled off by Harper 0-1. What if Shohei and Soto come to the Mets? I don't know. Well, the Mets might not make the playoffs either way. So, swung on a missed 0-2. I don't know what would happen if they made the playoffs with those two, but I don't think they would come over to New York because, well, they're the Mets. Ball outside 1-2. I don't think Cohen would be happy if he brought in a big name like Juan Soto or no, I don't think it would be smart to bring in Juan Soto because, well, he only has 1 year left on his contract. Why bring in a person who only has 1 year left on his contract? Maybe you could extend him, but I don't know what the cap is outside 2-2. So the count is 2-2 here to Bryce Harper, who is 0-1. He grounded out back in the first to end the first inning. 2-2, another foul ball. Mets have a great start, walks and 1 hit. 2 guys, runner on first and third. So Mets may actually win. The question is, will they hold on to the lead? 2-2 pitch here from Bryce Harper will be a ball high, 3-2. He has not shown a fastball in this at bat. 6 pitches, 1 curveball, 2 cutters, and 3 sinkers. So he heavily uses that sinker. 3-2, another foul ball. Reached for it, and the count's 3-2. So Turhan is just above where you want to be right now. It's at 47 pitches. You usually want to be at 45. At 47 with a runner at first and 1 out. The 3-2. And that'll be outside ball 4. So Bryce Harper draws a walk. Runners at first and second, and that brings up JT Realmuto. Realmuto is 0-1. He walked in his first time up. That was back in the second inning, but we're going to have a mound visit here real quick. I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Here comes the polar bear. Almost gone. He just got underneath it. So, giving up a lot of hits so far here in the inning. 2 hits and a walk. Have already scored 1 run. Harper drew an 8-pitch walk. And Castellanos reached on a single. So Castellanos will be at second. Harper at first base. Realmuto walked and scored back in the second inning on a Bohm RBI. Strike called 0-1. Loves using those off-speed pitches. Outside 1-1. That was a cutter. I bought a PS5 today. Ooh, nice. I'm about to play MLB The Show. Well, maybe the Mets will be better in MLB The Show with you controlling them. 1-1. Fouled off. Counts 1-2. I'd be surprised if he doesn't go back to the cutter. One, two. Made him reach. He went. Strike 3. Second strikeout here for Tarahan. Brings up Scott. Batting .305. Whoops. Stott's 1-for-1 with a double. Ball outside, 1-0. The count to Bryson Stott. Honestly, since MLB The Show 21, the show games have been bad. I think 22's been good because I play it a lot, but I don't know what 23 is like. The 1-0. Strike call to Stott. 1-1. I don't like whoever it is, the commentators on MLB The Show 22. Was it like Boot Shambi or something like that? I don't like them. I don't like them. Yeah, same. I like Vasgersian better. Outside 2-1. I like Vasgersian on ESPN. I don't know what he's doing right now. Ball low, 3-1. Another score update here for the Mets. Alvarez with a 2-run shot, make it 4-0 Mets. I'm surprised the Mets are winning because I thought they wouldn't be winning, but here we are. 3-1. Strike called on the outside corner. Counts 3-2. Oh, he does the Angels games now? Okay. Does Angels games. I couldn't remember where he went because then, he was gone from ESPN. Then, well, where did he go? He just disappeared out of nowhere. 3-ball, 2-strike count. The base is open. 3-2. That's a ground ball towards second base. Terang is there. He's going to throw over to first. That will end the inning. So the Phillies get another run on a RBI single by Castellanos. We have played through 3 innings. 3-0 Phillies. He did. He did because he called the Yankees and Red Sox wildcard game. And the other playoff game from 2021. It was that ALDS Game 3, Rays and Red Sox, where the Red Sox walked it off 6-4 on a Vasquez 2-run homer. That was the greatest thing watching us beat the 100 win Rays in 4 games. That was great. Another one, make it 5-0 Mets. Well, maybe you'll have to change your name again. Maybe you'll have to change your name back to the Mets strike again instead of depressed Mr. Met. Because now the Mets are striking again. Well, because they're being the Mets. For the Brewers, it'll be Yelich, Contreras, and Adames. Noel will be back on the mound. Now, he's pretty much sat down the Brewers through 3 innings. First pitch Yelich will be a ball outside, 1-0. Yeah, maybe the name change did it. Yeah, maybe when Pure Adrenaline, he streams again, I believe next week on Sunday, you'll have to hop into his stream and he'll be like, who's depressed Mr. Met? Strike called, 1-1. That'd be funny. You'd be just so confused. Like, who is this? I've never seen your name before in the chat. I mean, I would be too. I was kind of confused. Ball inside, 2-1. Quintana is making his Mets debut on Thursday. Wasn't he a former White Sox? Wasn't he part of the White Sox? I thought he was. Maybe I'm wrong. Foul ball, 2-2. Here to Christian Yelich. Didn't he get injured a little bit for a while? Or at least his name sounds familiar. 2-2's fouled off. Fastball. All right, 2-2 pitch. That's hit out towards left field. Schwarber will run in. He'll make the catch. Yeah, he was. I knew he was, but it's like I couldn't remember. Just couldn't remember if he was or not. Contreras will dig in. First pitch is a strike, 0-1. Contreras batting .271. He's struck out back in the first. Swung on and missed, 0-2. Ball outside, 1-2. Yep, because I'm going to stream it. Yeah, I'm streaming that series, so you'll probably see either a happy Red Sox fan or a Sox fan in a terrible mood. I don't know. 1-2 pitch. That's a ground ball towards short. Turner is there. He's going to throw over to first, and they got Contreras out of first. 2 away. Honestly, I think the Red Sox might beat the Mets. You know, not trying to be biased or something, but I think we might actually beat the Mets, take 2 out of 3 games from the Mets. Because the Red Sox have been you got to admit, they've been the better team. and they've been on a nice win streak. It's been on a big win streak, actually. Swung on a missed 0-1. Swung on a missed 0-2. I know. It ain't that great. I don't remember who that other guy is they replaced him with. I think Joe Buck right now is on ESPN. That's where I believe he is right now. I think he only does like Monday Night Football. Yeah, he only does Monday Night Football. You go 2. Strike 3 called here to Willy Adames. That's his second strikeout. Fourth strikeout for Nola overall. And we head to the top. Jeez, I can't speak. Bottom of the 4th inning. It is still 3-0 Phillies. Braves losing 2-0. I love it. I love to see it. Yeah, you pretty much don't like the Braves. The Red Sox won't play until another 2 hours, so we'll just have to see how they do tonight. Playing the Oakland A's tonight. In a 3-game set. I won't be able to stream it tomorrow because that'll be right in the middle of my driver's training test. So I won't be able to stream that game. Like smack dab right in the middle. So, oof. Not good. Carrasco's changeup is nasty. Is it? I haven't watched Carlos Carrasco pitch in like forever. All right. For the Phillies, it'll be Bohm, Marsh, and Hall. Tarahan so far he has 2 strikeouts. Who was it in the chat? Wanted over 3.5 strikeouts. It was Joshua. He wanted Tarahan to get over 3.5. As Bohm fouls off the first pitch 0-1. Yeah, I don't see the Mets catching a wild card spot. So, strike called 0-2. And the count is 0-2 to Alec Bohm. He grounded out that drove in a run. He drove in Realmuto back in the 2nd inning. Senga's fastball, forkball is truly a ghost. It is a ghost. Never seen anything like that pitch. Fouled off 0-2. I don't see much of that forkball, really. The only time I see it is Kodai Senga using it. Counts 0-2 here to Alec Bohm. Ball low, 1-2. At this pace, Tarahan might not go past 5 innings. Because he's at 6. Right now, where you want to be heading into the 4th is 60 pitches. And depending how he does with a couple other batters, I don't know if he'll last. The 1-2, that's hit out towards right field. That's going to drop in for a little blooper hit. And Alec Bohm has his first hit today. I hate catching bluegills because they always spike my hands. They're very irritating. They are. I do have to say that they are. Marsh comes up to the plate. He's 0 for 1. Terhan's just going to step off the mound. He's going to check over at first. Bohm's back into first base. Marsh, he's 0 for 1. He grounded out to short his last time up. Ball outside 1-0. All right. Count is 1-0 here to Brandon Marsh as he hits that towards center field. Weimer's going to be underneath it. He's going to make the catch, and Bohm does not move up. That brings up Hall. Biggest one you've ever caught. Love catching largemouth. The biggest one I've caught is 1 foot, 50-pounder. Ooh, it's a big boy. It's a big boy. Hall's going to dig in. After Cherhan disengaged, threw back to first before, just earlier. They set it up to shift for a double play, but first pitch to Hall is going to be popped up. Foul territory towards third base. Monasterio is going to be there, going to make the catch. And there's going to be 2 down here in the bottom half of the fourth. Brings up Kyle Schwarber, who's 1 for 2 with a home run on the first pitch he saw, and then flew out back in the third inning as he looked at a ball outside 1-0. Strike called 1-1. Schwarber hitting under 200. But he does hit a lot of home runs. He hit his 26th already today. Inside 2-1. Count is 2-1 here to Kyle Schwarber. Runner at first is Bohm. The 2-1. That's a ground ball towards second base. Terang, he's just going to throw over to first. He's going to get Schwarber out at first base. That'll end the fourth. Still 3-0 Phillies. All right. You've always wanted to catch that chain pickerel. I want to catch a pike, and I never seem to get any. I always seem to always not get the fish I want to catch. I didn't push NFL. Dumb thing, I didn't hit. I didn't hit NFL. I hit MLB. All right. Giants beat the Reds 4-2. Not here today. Oh boy, that's a funny offer. I'm looking at the thing right now. The Red Sox and Athletics game in Oakland right now. I could get a ticket for as low as $6. That is unbelievable. $6. I don't want to travel all the way to Oakland, but hey, that's a pretty dang good deal. $6. Winker looks at strike. We'll take strike one. 0-1. $6 though? That's not a. Well, I mean, it is the Oakland Coliseum, so it might be, terrible. But hey, I'd pay $6 just to see the Red Sox play. Swung on a miss 0-2. But I don't want to travel all the way to Oakland Coliseum and no, thank you. Nothing against the city of Oakland, just I don't like your baseball stadium because it looks terrible. 0-2 here to Jesse Winker. That's ground ball towards first base. Hall will be there. One away. Remember, if you're new, hit that subscribe button and that like button as well. We're pushing for the monetization requirements. Let me check the poll. 5 votes in the poll. Brewers at 20%, Phillies at 60%, and 20% saying you're hoping for a good game. Hey, I'm hoping for a good game too. I don't like really any of these teams. Miller will step in, hitting .279 here for the year. Brewers are trying to look for a base runner. Like, they do not have a base runner tonight. First pitch here to Miller. That's hit sharply towards the left. Schwarber is going to run in, make the catch. And they're 2 down. I'm a little behind in the chat. Nemo with another walk. Mets with one guy on. Lindor with a double. Mets lead 6-1. I don't know if I should cheer on the Mets or not. Brings up Tapia, who's 0 for 1. Ever since we DFA'd Tapia, we've been doing really good. Tapia hitting .237 for the season, both playing with the Red Sox and the Brewers this season. All right. First pitch, that's a ground ball towards short, knocked down by Turner. And Tapia is going to be safe at first base. He has the first hit here for the Brewers. So Tapia with the first base hit. Brings up Monasterio, who looks at the ball outside, 1-0. Counts 1-0 here to Aaron Nola, to Monasterio. Outside 2-0. There goes Tapia. Throw by Real Muto. Not in time. So a stolen base here for Tapia. That will be his 8th of the season. I think he did. Played with the Blue Jays last year, then went over to Boston because he got released by the Blue Jays. Yeah, I believe he did go to I think he did. I'll have to look it up after this inning. 2-0 pitch. That's a line drive towards center field. Down for a base hit. Tapia around third. He's going to score. Monasterio is going to go to second base. He will be in there with a 2-out double. Brewers cut the lead down to 2. Brings up Terang. It is pretty good. It is delicious. Brings up Terang. So the tying run at the plate. Brewers already got 1 here in the inning. Now 3-1. Gotten 2 hits so far in the inning. I'd like to see what Terang does in this at bat. Terang was 0 for 1 in the third. Now he flew out back in the last inning. Here's the pitch. That's a ground ball towards second base. Should be an easy play for Stott. He's going to throw over to first. Bobbled by Hall. And Terang is going to be safe. So that is going to go down as an error on Derek Hall. Terang drives in another run. Brewers cut the lead down to 1. It's 3-2. So bad defense there by the Phillies. So it brings up Weimer, who is 0 for 1. Nola's just going to step off the bag. He's going to throw over to first. Terang back in. For Hall, that was his 3rd error on the year. First pitch is a strike. 0-1. There goes Terang. And he's going to be in there safely. So the Brewers being aggressive so far in the inning. Literally, he just checked on Terang earlier, like not even a minute or 2 ago. And now he's still second base. Swung on a miss, 0-2. He's just 1 strike away from getting out of this inning. And Weimer uses his timeout. Weimer struck out back in the 3rd. At the time, Nola was throwing a no-hit bid. The 0-2. He went around on a curve outside of the zone. Strike 3. 5th strikeout for Aaron Nola. 2nd time Weimer goes down on strikes. Ends the top half of the 5th. We go bottom half. Brewers get 2. So it's now 3-2. Brewers comeback, maybe. I'd love to see that, though. I don't know if it'll happen, but it could. All right. For the Phillies, let's see who it's going to be here for the Phils. It'll be Turner, Castellanos, and Harper. Turner's is 1 for 2 with a triple and scored. Castellanos is 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Harper's 0 for 1. He did walk earlier. Anderson has been bad this year. Yeah, he really kind of has. He fell off recently. I don't understand why. Probably just because of the White Sox. Turner will step in the box, or will be already in the box. First pitch of the ball inside. 1-0 the count here to Trey Turner. Why did I think of Justin Turner? Because he's on the Red Sox. That's why. Swung on a missed 1-1. I'm just looking at the standings right now. The Phillies are a half a game back on the Marlins for the second place in the division, while the Mets are 8.5 back of the Phillies, or 8 games back of the Phillies. The 1-1 that's hit back towards Tehran. It hits Tehran, and it's going to be a single for Trey Turner. Brings up Castellanos. Well, he's obviously all right. Just hit off his foot, it looked like. And he's just going to throw over to first. Make sure Turner's not going to try anything. Castellanos is 1 for 2. I drove a run back in the third. He drove in Turner. His last time up. We got 4 people here in the stream. Thanks for stopping in. First pitch to Castellanos. That's hit out towards right field. Tapia is going to be there. He will make the catch. Turner does not advance. That brings up Bryce Harper hitting .299. Harper's 0 for 1. He grounded out in the first and walked in the third. Let's see what Harper can do here today. I got Castellanos on my fantasy team, so him driving in a run was big. First pitch here to Harper. That's a ground ball through for a base hit into center field. Turner will stop at second. Base hit here for Harper. That extends the inning for JT Realmuto. Realmuto, he is 0 for 1. He walked in the second, struck out in the third. Ball outside, 1-0. So So that'll be outside 1-0 here to Real Muto. He's batting .245 here for the year. Outside 2-0. Swung on a missed. 2-1. It is a unique pitch, but you just don't see it anymore because not a lot of people throw it anymore. The 2-1 fouled off. 2-2. It is a nice pitch, but nobody ever throws it. Not a lot of people throw it anymore. That means like if it's a really bad knuckleball, it's probably going to be like destroyed. But if it's a good one, it's pretty much unhittable. The 2-2 swung on a missed, struck him out second time. Second time Teheran has struck out Real Muto, and there are 2 away. I don't know. I mean, probably not a lot of people who can really like throw it. Probably the other people who did throw it, they're probably not going to teach a lot of people to use that pitch. I mean, like I just mentioned earlier, if it's a bad pitch, like a really bad pitch, that thing is going to be not good. Council's going to come out. He's going to make a change. He's going to go to his bullpen. So Teheran comes out. We're going to have Trevor McGill who comes into the game. I don't know the physics behind it. I don't know like it has no spin, so it'll be uncontrollable. I think that's how it works, but it's like, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of spin towards it, so the air is going to make it very unpredictable, and it could be over here, it could be over there. It's like you'll never know where it'll be. I think that's how it works, but it's like, I don't know, because I don't see that pitch thrown. So I don't know what that is. I don't know. Whatever you just said, I don't know. The only other person I knew who really threw the knuckleball was Steven Matz. I believe he threw it. I think he threw it. Yeah, it was Steven Matz. Who was the other one? He was really good for it. He was really, like, I knew him only because of that knuckleball. Who was it? I believe he played for the Mets. Dickey, that's who it is. Yeah, him. That's who it was. I couldn't remember who it was. Like, for like a few minutes, like, I only knew who he was because of that knuckleball. So, all right. So we're having a new pitcher. Trevor McGill will be on the mound here for the Brewers. Ball outside, 1-0. To Bryson Stott, who is 1 for 2. He He had a double in the second and grounded out back in the third. Strike called. Count is now 1-1. Trevor McGill, this will be his 15th appearance here for the year. He has a 4.91 ERA, is a 1.43 whip, 14 innings, 20 strikeouts. So, he isn't really the greatest pitcher, relief pitcher. Strike called 1-2. Stott hitting above 300, hitting at 305. The only person really close to him is Bryce Harper at 302. Tarahan is responsible for the runners and first and second. 1-2 here to Stott. That's a base hit into left field. Turner on his way home. He is going to score. 4-2 Phillies. Phillies get a 1-run back. Brings up Alec Bohm. I would literally punch my computer and never stream again. Literally. I'd be so mad. I am not joking. I would literally smash my computer into pieces. It's like, we are not giving up Masa Yoshida. We are not giving up Devers just for Baez. Like, I'd be so mad. Like, why? Why would we do that? Strike called 0-1 here to Bohm. I would be so mad. I would literally never watch the Red Sox again if they did that. It's like, why? He's not good. Yeah, maybe he's good on defense, but offensively, he's like hot garbage. And we have nowhere to put him. He's practically useless. He'd probably be a bench player. Who would we pick? Trevor Story or Baez? Like, who? Who would we pick? Foul ball, 0-2 still. Ohtani? Maybe. He is hit. People are actually thinking, like, heavily thinking that he will go to the Red Sox. They are heavily thinking if the Angels do not trade him, they are thinking he will go to Boston to play with Yoshida. That's the only reason why people think he is going to go to the Red Sox is play with Masa Yoshida. And because of the only reason that would be is because they played together in Japan. So it makes sense. I mean, if that's the only reason, I think he might go to that. 0-2. That's low. 1-2. It gets away from Contreras. Harper and Stott both move up. Stott will go to second base. Harper moves up to third. First wild pitch here today. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think we could get him, but I don't know. I don't know if we would or not is the question. One, two. That ball's low. 2-2. Surprised it didn't get away. 2-2 pitch. That's hit softly towards first base. Miller's going to be there. He'll just tap the bag and end the inning. We're through 5. The Phillies get another run in the 5th, 4-2. For your Brewers, it'll be Yelich, Contreras, and Adames. The leadoff guys so far here for the Brewers are 0 for 6 here today. But I think right now the Red Sox might be the clear favorites if Ohtani leaves in free agency. I think. Now, why would we do that? Why would we do that? I mean, that would be the worst trade I think the Red Sox would ever do. That would be absolutely terrible. Yeah, they probably would. They probably would. Oh, I just went on to like Fox Sports and they're saying I just went on to Fox Sports where Shohei Ohtani would go. The number 2 spot is the Mets. Yeah, I just went on to Fox Sports and it said, "Oh, where would Shohei Ohtani be?" Number 2, New York Mets. Which I don't think it'll happen, but good. Question is, will the Mets have enough money to spend? Strike called here to Yelich 0-1. They are. Pretty much have been failing. So the Tigers have been going up while the White Sox have been going down. Yeah, he really doesn't care. Like, ooh, player, I want you. Foul ball 0-2. Cohen doesn't care. I think Cohen's just like, I don't care if it's going to cost me my entire team. You're coming over here. Foul ball 0-2. Still 0-2. You might just give up $600 million for 15 years. But the question is, are the Mets going to sell at the deadline outside 1 and 2? Are they going to sell or are they going to buy at the deadline? I think they might be mellow, maybe do a little bit of both. Low 2 and 2. But who are they going to go for? Like, maybe Juan Soto. I don't know where the Mets would be. I mean, if I were the Mets, well, they just have a lot of things they need. 2-2. That's hit out towards center field. Marsh is going to come in. He's going to make the catch, or will be there to make the catch. 2 away. I don't know where he'd be. But right now, I think some players, like other than like Alonso, I think some team like maybe Alonso, Alvarez. I don't know who else like they would protect, but I mean, other than that, swung on a missed 0-2. I missed the last pitch, but I don't know if they'll go for Evaldi because I don't know if they would. Where would they put him in that rotation? Like somebody might get moved to the bullpen. Like who would it be? I mean, Evaldi's been good this year, but it's like I wouldn't really go for him. The 0-2, that's all towards short. Turner is there. Throw over to first. Yeah. Just a second. I have to answer this. Sounds good. All right. That brings up Adames, who struck out twice here today. Well, inside 1-0. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they went after a big name, but I don't know. Foul ball 1-1. I got to think what the Red Sox will do. I got to think what the Red Sox would be, buyers or sellers. I think they might be buyers or might not do anything. Foul ball 1-2. I think they might be buyers because they are going to make a playoff push. They're making a playoff push right now. They're only 1.5 games out of a wild card spot. And we just started the second half, so I'm thinking they might be buyers. Go after somebody. But the question is who? Who would we go for? Maybe it'd be funny if we got Alonso from the Mets. That'd be funny. That would be funny. Maybe get Pierre Adrenaline to be a Red Sox fan. That'd be great. All right. Adames has struck out twice. 1-2. Swung on a miss. He struck him out for the third time in a row. That ends the sixth. Brewers cannot get anything in that sixth inning. Go bottom half, still 4-2. I'd smash my screen and turn into an A's fan. No, you got to turn into a Red Sox fan if Alonso gets traded here to the Red Sox. Come on, that would be funny. Come on. I think John would do the same thing. I think he would. I believe he would. Like, I think he'd probably smash his screen as well and probably like DM me on Twitter. It's like, I am now a Red Sox fan or something. Like, Alex stopping in saying hello. Alex, how are you? But that would be funny. That'd be so funny. Hold on. Just a second. I got to look for my cord real quick. All right, guys. Sorry, I had to plug in my laptop because it gave me the notification of being at 20%. So I just decided I'll plug it in. I'm a little behind here in the game. Fouled off by Marsh 2-2. This laptop kind of burns battery, so I had to plug it in because it will only have like 20 minutes of battery life. So yeah, might as well plug it back in. The Reds have been trash as of late. I mean, they kind of have. They were leading at the division at one point, then they just fell off. Same with the Diamondbacks. 2-2, that's hit towards right field, and in for a base hit. Marsh has his first hit today. Brings up Hall, who's 0 for 1. 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the second and a pop out. Popped up in the fourth. Hey, BF Sports, stopping in. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Thanks for stopping in. As a Phillies fan, I want them to win. Well, they probably are going to win tonight. The Mets have been trash too. They have been trash practically all year. Well, June really sank the Mets. Pickoff throw over to first, not in time. And the Mets haven't, especially June. The Mets in June, like what? I made a video on it, and I should remember. But I couldn't remember. Swung on a miss, 0-1. They were like, what? 7-19 in the month of June? Like, they were terrible. Nice stop by Lindor. Good job for the Mets. Outside 1-1. I just glanced at the ESPN tab. The Mets have disappointed me, though. One, foul tipped, but held on to by Hall. Counts 1-2. Schwarber is on deck. He's 1 for 3 with that first pitch home run back in the first. And Turner in the hole, who is 2 for 3. And he's going to throw again over to first. And back in safely is Marsh. So he has one more chance to throw back to first. Mr. Met just wants to hang himself. Poor Mr. Met. Poor Mr. Met. 1-2. Struck him out on a fastball. Another fastball there from McGill. First strikeout there for McGill. The second time Hall has struck out here today. Brings up Kyle Schwarber. Even if the Mets were on top of the NL East, they would still choke in the playoffs. They choked last year. They choked the division away. Like, the Mets were the clear favorites of winning the division last year, and then they just had a really bad slide, and then the Braves just got real hot and won the division. But then, well, look what happened to the Braves. First pitch to Schwarber is a fly ball towards center field. Weimer is back. He's going to make the catch, and Marsh does not tag. After that, we're going to have a mound visit. They always do. I don't watch the Mets. I practically don't look at anything in the NL. I'm more focused on the AL because that's where the Red Sox are in right now. And right now, the Red Sox are 1.5 games out of a wild card spot. And I believe the Braves were half a game out. They did. Like, Braves worse than the Mets. I mean, honestly. The Mets, I could see. The Mets, you could probably see it coming. But the Padres were a good team last year. But you didn't have, like, I don't think really anybody really thought the Phillies were going to march all the way to the World Series. And I mean, well, it wasn't really just, it's just a bad string of luck for both teams. Yeah, thanks, Bryce Harper. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Good job, Bryce Harper, though. Helped that team win. So we're gonna have another pitcher here for the Brewers. It'll be Abner Uribe. Is that Uribe or Uribe? I don't know. I'm saying Uribe. Urib. I think that's how you say it. Urib. I don't know. So I'm just taking a guess. If I say it wrong, I'm sorry. Brewers fans in the chat, if I say it wrong, I'm sorry. If pitching showed up for the Padres, and most likely would have won the NLCS. Maybe. That and Bryce Harper. And Kyle Schwarber. But another what if. How about another what if? Like, what if the Mets won against the Padres? Would they beat the Dodgers? Probably not. Like, you got to think about it. If the Mets won that series, would they beat the Dodgers? More than likely, probably not. Foul ball 0-1. I don't know if the Mets would win against the Dodgers. They'd probably go down in 4 games. The 0-1, that's a strike. 0-2. There goes Marsh. And he's going to be in with a stolen base. That's his 6th stolen base. So the count is 0-2 here to Justin Turner. Why do I keep saying Justin Turner? Trey Turner. Outside 1-2. They did. Especially in game 5 of that NLCS, that was clutch. But game 4 was the run game. 1-2 pitch. Swung on a miss, struck him out, ends the inning. Go to the bottom half of the 6th. I mean, top half of the 7th. Still 4-2 Phillies. I don't know if Aaron Nola is going to be out again. I would go down in 5 if the Mets had good pitching from Scherzer and DeGrom. Maybe a sweep. Never know in that NLDS. I'd say they probably go out in 4. 4 or 5. I think probably 5. 4 or 5 games in Dodgers' favor. Let's see. It would have been 2 games in LA, then 2 games in New York, and then the decisive game 5 would be back in LA. But who knows? Sorry, Mets fans, but I don't think you're gonna win a ball game when there's an infield pop-up and you let it drop in for an RBI base hit, making it 3-1 against the Dodgers. Right? Depressed Mr. Met. Hey, that was a funny base hit there. That was hilarious. But that NLCS of Mets and Phillies would be toxic. It would. That would be toxic. Yeah. Would be toxic. I mean, division rivals trying to go to the World Series. But still, that infield hit against the Dodgers, that was hilarious. He's just looking up like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Oh, no! Dropped it. Hit his face and everything. Yeah, Beatty's just been a defense. You probably wanted to smash your screen when you saw that play. Outside 1-0 here to count the Winker. Winker's 0 for 2. He grounded out in the second and grounded out in the fifth. Let's see if he grounds out again. The 1-0, that's popped up towards third base in foul ground. Boom, he's going to be there to haul it in. And that's out number 1. Brings up Miller. Miller, he's 0 for 2. Lined out both times. I just wanted to throw myself off a bridge. Dang. It was just a bad play. So, strike called 0-1. The 0-1. That's a ground ball towards short. Turner. He's just going to throw it over to first. 2 down. So once again, after this game, I'm going to stream the Mets. Not the Mets. Why am I thinking? Jeez, I keep thinking of the Mets. I'm going to stream the A's and Red Sox at 9:35, so about an hour. Called strike 0-1. I'll be Mets have a blowout game, 7-2 in the 4th inning, probably. Oh, I missed a comment from you. That play describes the Mets 2023 season. Yeah, it did. The 0-1, fouled off by Tapia, 0-2. Yeah, I don't know if Pure Adrenaline saw that play. It probably ruined half of his vacation. If he saw that play, it probably would ruin his vacation. Looks like their Philly fans are kind of a little eccentric here. The 0-2, that's a ground ball towards first base. Hall's just going to step on the bag. It'll end the inning. 7 innings of 2-run baseball by Aaron Nola. Gives up 3 hits. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. Guys get up and stretch. Still 4-2 Phillies. I think the Mets will sweep the White Sox. I don't know. Oh, probably would ruin it. I mean, when your superstar is batting .227, maybe. I don't know. But the Mets have just been a disappointment. Especially, I think the one Mets game I saw, well, multiple Mets games I saw because, well, watching Pure Adrenaline for, like, forever, watching his streams, watching the Mets, I think it was against the Padres, like, a game or two before the All-Star break. Marte grounding into 2 double plays with the bases loaded. Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it? But yeah, there is one thing: keep the name change. I'd say keep your name change to depress Mr. Met. Maybe the Mets will actually win more games with your name change. Swung on a miss by Castellanos, 0-1. Uribe is still out there for this inning. Castellanos is 1 for 3. He had an RBI single in the 3rd. That was his only hit so far today. The 0-1 will be lined, caught by Adames. Out number 1 brings up Bryce Harper. God, that was funny. Well, funny for me, not for Mets fans. If they go on run, yeah, it would be nice. If they could go on a run, maybe, but it's looking not as bright for them to make the playoffs. Strike called 0-1. It would be nice for them to make the playoffs, make a good comeback, but not as likely. Ball outside, 1-1. I mean, it isn't as helpful as because the Phillies are eight games ahead of the Mets, so it doesn't help them as good. Foul ball, 1-2. Maybe a good. I think one more run here by the Phillies should pretty much seal their game. 1-2. Fouled off again. 102 miles an hour on the dot. Whoops. One-two pitch. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. First time Bryce Harper has struck out today. Brings up Real Muto. Brings in Real Muto, who is hitting .244 for the year. He's 0 for 2. He struck out twice, but also had a walk and scored a run. Strike called 0-1. Here to Real Muto. I remember earlier this year, Real Muto hit for the cycle. So that was nice for him. I believe that was back in Arizona. Earlier, I can't remember when exactly. Things being funny. The White Sox just brought in a reliever who the 14.54 ERA. That's not good. If you're having an ERA like that, that's just not good. Sorry. Why are you being so laggy, bro? There we go. Pitcher to Real Muto. And that's a base hit for JT. So Real Muto will be on board. That extends the inning here for Stott. Stott will look at strike 1, 0-1. Or swing and a miss, 0-1. Oh, 1 will be fouled off. Counts 0-2. I am a little bit behind since it is being a little bit laggy. Counts 0-2. Outside, 1-2. So it is 1-2. They're going to check on Real Muto back at first base. He's in there safely. The Phillies have scored 10 runs. 4 runs on 10 hits and had 1 error. That was on Hall back in the 5th inning. And the Brewers, 2 runs on 3 hits. So they have been limited so far here tonight. All right. The 1-2. That's a ground ball towards second base. Trying. He's just going to throw over to first. That will end the 7th inning. So we go to the top half of the 8th. 4-2 Phillies. It's now 8-2. I missed that comment earlier. Sorry, depressed Mr. Met. Or Met strikes again. Or the Met strikes again. Blowout incoming. Probably. I'd say so. Could be a blowout incoming. So. All right. For your Brewers, it'll be Monasterio, Terang, and Weimer. How did the White Sox get this bad after going 93-63 in 2021? Well, I don't know how they got that bad, but I knew their players didn't perform. Tony La Russa stepping down mid-season really didn't help. And this year, I don't know what's wrong with them this year. I know their biggest thing was Robert getting benched earlier in the year. Robert getting benched like mid-season. All right. Got 5 likes on the stream, so that's pretty good. Pretty good so far for tonight's stream. Noah's still out there on the mound. First pitches will be a strike, 0-1. Oops. Monasterio hitting .269 here for the season. Outside 2-1. The 1-1 falls outside 2-1. Noah, so far, he's up to 83 pitches. Sorry, guys, I just have to refresh my screen. That'll be a strike, 2-1, or 2-2. I'm just glancing quickly at the ESPN tab. Outside, 3-2. Huh. All right, I'll see you. See you soon. Whenever that shall be. Depending if my computer will actually work with me so far. It's being a little bit irritating. Computer's being a little bit slow here today. I don't understand why. So I will be a little bit behind so far, or at least just for a little bit. I don't understand why it's being slow. Outside 1-0. Count 2 Terang. Oh, it's just being slow. Strike called, 1-1. All right, I'm going to reload the game. It'll just take me a quick second to get back in. It just crashed on me, guys, so I had to log back in. So it'll take me just a quick second. Excuse me. I don't know why it was being irritating. So the count is 2-1 to Terang. All right, I'm starting to log back in right now. Starting to get back in right now. Still not coming up, guys. I don't understand why. It's just being weird. I don't know why. All right, so it is 2-2 still. 2 Terang. Monasterio is at first base. Noah's throwing a lot of pitches so far here today. I don't understand what's going on right now. All right, looks like I'm starting to get back in. I don't know. All right. So now, guys, I'm finally back in. That was just a weird situation right there. 2-1 is the count to Weimer. We're going to have a mound visit real quickly. Yelich is 0 for 3. He is on deck. So, looks like Nola will be done. Nope, he's going to stay in. Looks like he's going to stay in. The 2-1, inside 3-1. Weimer's been struggling. He's hitting just over 200 at 208. Swung on and missed. Counts 3-2. A go-ahead run is at the plate in Joey Weimer. Has a full count ahead of him. And Nola, after this inning, is probably going to be done. He's right about near 100 pitches. All right. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards short. Turner's going to throw over to first. He's going to, geez, I'm getting this mixed up. Turner's going to throw over to second. He's going to get Terang out at second. Throw over, not nearly in time. Or won't be in time. So he grounds into a fielder's choice. Brings up Christian Yelich. Here comes another mound visit. And we're going to have a pitching change. Thompson comes out. And we're going to have a new pitcher. We got 3 people in our chat. Thanks for stopping in here today. If you're new, you know what most YouTubers ask. Hit that subscribe button, like button. The subscribe button is red as my shirt, so please hit that button. Currently, we sit at 221 on subscribers, so yeah. So yeah, subscribe. Oops. Whoopsie. My bad. So yeah, that's a subscribe count. You can already see it on the bottom, but I usually update this just so I can keep track of where we are. I usually put that at the end of videos, so people know where we are on subscriber count. So Soto is going to come in to pitch here for the Phillies. Soto so far this year, this will be his 41st appearance. He's 0 for 1 in save opportunities. He has a 4.89 ERA in 35 innings pitched, but has 37 strikeouts. All right. All right, first pitch will be a ball outside, 1-0. The count to Soto. Like I mentioned, has a high ERA, but can throw the ball hard. That's low, 2-0. That'll be a foul ball, 2-1. I'm a little bit behind. So, Phillies lead 4-2 here in the top half of the 8th inning. However, the Brewers are threatening. 2-1. That's grounded towards second base. Sat on to Turner for 1. And that's all they're going to get. Yelich drives in a run. And now it's 4-3. Now it leads 4-3 Phillies. Here in the top half of the 8th inning. Brings up Contreras, who is 0 for 3. He struck out in the first, grounded out in the 4th, and grounded out in the 6th. Soto is set. Looks into the eyes of JT Realmuto. Here is the pitch. That's a ground ball. Fielded towards Stott. He's going to go over to second and ends the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the 8th inning where the Brewers rallied, get another run. Phillies now lead 4-3. All right. Looks like we're going to get a new pitcher. I think we are. Yeah, we're getting a new pitcher. Mejia looks like it. So JC Mejia will come in to pitch against Alec Bohm. For the Brewers, it'll be not for the Brewers, for the here for the Phillies, depending on pinch hitters, it'll be Bohm, Marsh, and Hall. First pitch to Bohm will be a strike, 0-1. Mejia, this will be his 3rd game of the year. He has a really high ERA. I mean, it is only his 3rd game of the season. Has a 13.5 ERA. Foul ball, 0-2. And Bohm's going to use his timeout. All right. After Bohm used his quick little timeout, here's the 0-2. And that ball is outside. 1-2. Downstairs, 2-2. Bohm's 1 for 3. He drove in a run in the second inning. 2-2 pitch, and that's a base hit into center field, right near Weimer. Second hit here for Alec Bohm. So now Bohm's 2 for 4, brings in Paul, who's 0 for 3 here today. Brings in Marsh, who's 1 for 3. First pitch to Marsh. He shows bunt, but it's fouled off. 0-1. Surprised he showed bunt. Is this the first time these two teams will play against each other here this season? The 0-1. He went for it 0-2. And he does use his batter's timeout real quick. All right. Bohm is the runner at first base. The 0-2 pitch, that's a ground ball towards second base. Terang on the second for 1. On the first, double play. Big double play turned there by the Brewers. Brings up Hall, who's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a pop-out. He's hitting 163 for the season. Ball below, 1-0. Phillies have got to get an extra run across, or an insurance run. 1-0 pitch, and that's a base hit into right field. There for Derek Hall. That's a weird way to spell Derek. Derek? Spelled with an A, not an E. Never thought it'd spell it that way. I've always seen it spelled Derrick. This one's Darik. Derek or Derek? I call it Dark. I'm going to say Derek. All right, looks like Thompson's going to go to the bench. We're going to have a pinch runner. Looks like Sosa will come in to pinch run. Schwarber will be up. He is 1 for 4 with a home run. He started off the game with a first pitch solo home run that went 385 feet, 105 miles an hour off the bat. Ball outside, 1-0. Count here to Kyle Schwarber. Strike, 1-1. That's outside, 2-1. Schwarber's not really hits singles or doubles. He only really hits Only really extra base hits. Swung on a miss, 2-2. The count. He's only driven in 1 run today. That was his 26th home run of the season. That pitch will be high, 3-2. Let me look here. For Schwarber, that was his 57th run driven in. So 26 home runs and 57 runs batted in. The 3-2 struck him out. Looking at a sinker down near the bottom of the zone at his knees. And that ends the inning. So now the Brewers have one last chance here in the 9th. Top half of the 9th, where the Phillies lead 4-3. I have got to use the bathroom. I will be right back. I gotta go so bad. All right. Back for the last half here of the game. And looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. It'll be Kimbrel. Yep, Kimbrel. We're going to have a couple of defensive subs. It looks like Thompson's moved a couple of players. Sosa's going to stay in at third. It'll look like. Marsh in center. Well, he's going to go to left. And Boehm's going to move from third base to first base. And Rojas, he's going to take over for Schwarber. He will be in left field. All right. For the Brewers, depending on pinch hitters, it'll be Adames, Winker, and Miller. And Kimbrel will dig in. All right, Kimbrel will be on the mound. So, Brewers have rallied. I'll just go over the scoring real quick. Bottom of the first, Schwarber hit a solo home run. That made it 1-0 Phillies. Bottom half of the second, Boehm drove in Real Muto, made it 2-0. Bottom half of the third, Castellanos drove in Turner. Bottom of the top half of the fifth, couple of runs driven in, one by Terang. Yep, a couple there by Terang. I forgot to mark some of them down. I'll just go over that later. First pitch to Adames is a line right over to Stott. And he's going to make the catch. One away. Brings in Winker. Righty-lefty matchup. Take strike one, 0-1. All right. Hold on. On the wrong screen. That's a strike. 0-2. He's shown a couple of curves. Well, one curve so far and one fastball. Here's the 0-1. It's a ground ball towards first base, bobbled there by Stott. And Winker's going to reach. Winker will be in for a base for a hit. What are they going to rule that? I think they're going to rule it an error. Yeah, they're going to rule it an error. Brings up Miller. Oh, I didn't even realize we're going to have a pinch runner. Perkins will be the runner. Fouled off by Miller. 0-1. Excuse me. Ball high. 1-1. Two straight fastballs thrown by Craig Kimbrell. The 1-1. Foul tipped, but held on to by Real Muto behind the plate. 1-2. Looks like they're set here for a double play. Looks like they will be set for that double play. If Miller can get on, Tapia will be on deck, who is 1 for 3. The 1-2. All right, hold on. Oh, we're going to have a pickoff. Oh, it's a bad throw. And he's going to go to second base. It got away from looks like it got a bad throw by Kimbrell. Wow, so the runner moves up to second base, outside 2-2. So, tying run is at second base. Miller at the plate, who's 0 for 3. As he fouls it off, 2-2. He's 0 for 3. He lined out twice and grounded out so far here today. The 2-2. Swung on a miss. Blocked behind the plate. Error by Real Muto. 2 down. And the Brewers down to their last out. And that'll be Raimel Tapia, who is not really a home run hitter. And Kason stopping in before we finish out our stream saying, let's go Phillies. I don't know. Sorry, I missed your comment. I wasn't really looking. Tapia is 1 for 3. He had a stolen base earlier today. That was in the 5th. That was his 8th stolen base of the year. Crowd on their feet. Crowd will be on their feet so far. The 0-1. That's hit out towards center field. Rojas comes in from left. He's going to be there and make the catch, and that is the game. Phillies win. The Phillies win 4-3. That shall end here today. Phillies improve to 52-42, and while the Milwaukee Brewers fall out of 52-43. Aaron Nola gets the win, his 9th of the season. Terhan gets the loss. He's 4th. He drops to 2-4. Craig Kimbrell gets the save, his 16th. And that shall do it here for this stream. I will be on again in about 15-ish minutes, streaming the Red Sox and Athletics. So I'll see you guys there. Let's see how we did on analytics today. Hey, we gained a new subscriber, whoever that was. Probably already left earlier in the chat, but we gained just another subscriber. That puts us at 222. So thank you to whoever subscribed. I mean, that's good. All right. Let me see just a second what we did so far on our. I just got to check real quick. We had 8 likes on the stream. So pretty good. 80 people stopped in. Well, we had 80 views on the stream, 8 likes. Let me check the poll one last time. 18% Brewers, 59% Phillies, 24% hoping for a good game. And it was a good game. So, all right. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. I will see you guys in about 15 minutes. All right. See you then. Goodbye, people.